But as a coach, then whenever you go in as a coach or an ambassador or someone with some sort of management, some sort of input into the philosophy and the culture, how did that transition for you? Did you use your experience of what you valued and what you appreciated as a player? What messages were being delivered to you? That more positive appreciation of what you did well. How did that impact your role as a coach or an ambassador then?
Yeah, definitely. So I think one thing was looking at myself as a player, and then also being in those different teams and seeing how players reacted. Kind of like what try to take the best out of all of those areas and learn from what is it that made players tick, and what actually made players want to train and want to play and feel good about themselves. And so I think I've tried to utilize a lot of that within my coaching. And when I go in there, I look at what coaches are doing and try to look at it from both angles, from what they're trying to coach, but also the way in which the players are reacting. And it's becoming quite apparent that we talk about this player-led culture, and often as a coach, you want that, but you without someone reminding you, you can often start to take too much of the control. And so I work with especially in Asia, where it's very much the culture of not speak up as a player and do what you're told. And so that transition was really interesting, and trying to get the players to be more open and ask more questions and control what they were doing, and with the coach more around that kind of facilitation and allow those players to evolve. And so, in terms of that, it was looking at how to get the best out of players, and how a lot of players don't want to be put in a box. They want to be out of the box and being allowed to express themselves. And certainly something I noticed, when I was in the US, that was a really difference again, because they come from quite a structured sport environment. You've got to look at American football. It's everything is written out, whereas you suddenly get rugby where it's like, well, actually, there's this lot more decision making for every player. And so it was trying to hold the coaches back from inputting too much, and allowing players just to be able to go out onto the field and get used to what rugby was all about. And then, as they add their input. And so some of the things I feel like I try to pick on when I am coaching, especially in these developing areas.